Hello everyone. So of course I'm totally aware about the situation right now, about the analysis which I'm giving here on YouTube. Please keep in mind, my friends, that I've had actually a winning streak with almost 100% of winning ratio for the last 3 months, but sadly since 2 weeks I think the results are not as expected. I mean, not all of the signals are doing bad, some of them are doing well, such as the USDCHF. USDCHF, as we can see, has reversed and went so far in about 104 pips of profit. AUDUSD was actually going in the right direction for about I would say about 27 pips. USDCAD actually was going in the right direction and has reversed for about 80 pips. So as we can see, the signals actually was doing good. It's not that bad, but however, sadly, the market did not respect the analysis, and I think maybe my analysis was not so accurate. I believe maybe I have made some mistakes. Pound USD was running in about 73 pips of profit before reverses against our direction. So again, I'm totally aware. Of course, especially the gold. The gold, sadly, my friends, is going way against the prediction. So again, maybe I have made a mistake, but again, guys, it just happens. I would say it shit happens, yeah. So I think we will do the best we can to recover. And let me just tell you now what we can do on this late week analysis video. And let's now begin with the Euro USD. So the main analysis of the EURUSD was actually based on that support trend line right here. We were actually hoping for the pair to continue the rise till it reaches that real resistance level. But as we can see, the market has instantly continued the fall. We're having here actually a very strong downtrend. And I just, not the person who believes in the permanent trends. I mean, eventually the EURUSD is gonna continue, to create a bullish reversal. However, it seems like the EURUSD is actually continue the fall, and that can be confirmed by looking at the daily chart. The daily chart did not actually respect that previous resistance at 0.98047, which means the EURUSD seems like it's going to continue the fall till it reaches that level of a support at 0.96802. So the question is what we can do next with the EURUSD. Let me just tell you something. Let me delete this old line right here. And of course, let me delete the old signal. Sorry. Let me delete the old signal. And let's right now find the strongest real level of a resistance for the EURUSD, since we're actually planning to start shorting it. And just by the simple look right here, my friends, we are having right here a very strong real level of a resistance at 0.98000. As we can see, the market has already formed right here a resistance number 1. So by looking right here, we can see that previously we had a very strong key resistance level, and it was the second attempt. This was resistance number 2, and right here we are having resistance number 1. Another way to confirm, of course, is by using the Fibonacci retracement. And let me just use the Fibonacci retracement just to confirm. And as you can see, sure enough, we are on 38.2 Fibonacci retracement, which means most likely the market is indeed gonna continue the fall. So most likely, my friends, once we are shorting right there at 38.2 Fibonacci retracement, our target has to be placed exactly right here at the 32.6 retracement, which gonna provide us approximately 104 pips of profit. Another way to confirm this entry is by simply using the resistance trend lines. All I'm going to do, my friends, is simply draw a resistance trend line from this higher high all the way to that resistance trend line as well. So we can see that the market indeed respecting these levels. Now all we need to do is simply drag the very same resistance trend line all the way right here to the nearest strong key resistance trend line as well. We can see that happened right here, and the same level has already become a new support trend line, but for barely any pips. And as we can see, the market instantly fall below that level of a resistance trend line. So the market actually didn't have enough strength to create a support trend line right here. The market made a small support trend line and then instantly broke out from it, which means the most likely the market is going to continue the rise again, making a pullback upon the pressure from the support right here at 0.97762. And actually we can start shorting the EURUSD once the market reaches that level of a resistance level and create a new resistance trend line. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the EURUSD. The safe zone will be ranging for about 52 pips against 106 pips. Hopefully gonna be in a good profit. Let's now move to the Pound USD. So of course, Pound USD has already reached the edge of the safe zone. Sadly, this signal is no longer valid. Guys, by the way, just be aware that we always have to follow the market. I cannot force the market to go in my own prediction. So if my prediction was incorrect, I will just have to step up and say, guys, I was wrong. It was a wrong analysis, and now we need to fix it. I cannot insist to keep the same old analysis. It's not gonna work. It doesn't work this way. So sadly, maybe it was not. I have to take a step here and say that maybe I made a mistake. But again, guys, all the traders do these mistakes, and we all do the best we can to read the market in our own way. Sometimes it just fails, and we have to just suck it up and just continue trading, hoping to recover, of course, from these losses. So again, let me now see what we can do next with the pound USD for the remaining days of this week. Now, on the daily chart, however, we can see that the market has indeed managed to break out from that support level right here at 1.12540. Now it means most likely that the pound USD is indeed going to continue the fall as well to reach actually that level of a support right here exactly. So this was the real level of a support, as you can see. Then we had here a fake breakout. So 1.1020, it is going to be our target. Let's see now where exactly we can start shorting the pound USD. So moving now to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, all we need to do is simply use the resistance trend lines to confirm our entry. And as you can see, my friends, that is exactly, I just draw here the resistance trend line, and all I need to do is simply drag it all the way right here to the nearest strong key resistance trend line. As you can see, my friends, this was indeed a key resistance trend line. It became again a support trend line for just very few pips, and instantly the market broke out from this level. Very similar to what happened to the Euro USD. So meaning, all we need to do right now is simply look at the left side to find the nearest strong key resistance level. Check this out. This is interesting. Right here we are having the first attempt of a resistance, second attempt, and again another attempt of a resistance. That weak right here is a resistance. It was also a support for only one single attempt. This was only support number one. Instantly the market broke out from that level, and these two wicks right here represents the resistance number one. So meaning, right now we are facing a support level right here, so we can expect a pullback, and that level of a previous resistance is most likely going to be respected, and the market will continue the fall till it reaches that level. Another way to look at that, by looking at the 1-hour time frame, and check this out, my friends. So we're having here a support trend line all the way just like that. Perfect. So we're having here a support trend line, as we can see. The market indeed has made here the bearish breakout from that level, and right here we can see that the resistance has been formed. This was another resistance trend line. Hopefully it's going to be resistance number one. The market broke out already from that level of a support trend line, so meaning the market most likely is going to continue the rise, retesting again the broken level of a support trend line, and to create now this second attempt of a resistance trend line. Therefore, we can start shorting the pound USD exactly from that level after it rises for about 52 pips more. And once we do that, the safe zone has to be ranging just till the highest level of a real resistance at 1.13577, which means the safe zone will be ranging for about 80 or 79 pips against 250 pips. Actually, let me just make it more realistic. Yes, exactly right here. Just to make sure that hopefully it's gonna be a good signal, and therefore the target is gonna be about 206 pips. And let's now switch to the AUDUSD. Okay, so as we can see, the AUDUSD signal, my friends, is no longer valid. Let's give it a deeper analysis and let's see what we can do next with this pair. So as we can see, for the AUDUSD, the market is actually facing a very strong resistance level right here at 0.63380. And seems like the market is actually facing a trouble breaking out from that level of a resistance. We are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attempts to break out from that level of a resistance, not to mention of course the very strong level of a resistance trend line right here. The market is moving in a downtrend, and most likely the market will continue the fall till it reaches at least the support level at 0.61966. So the question is where exactly we can start shorting the pair. I doubt that the AUDUSD is going to have any power to break out again from that level of a resistance. Let's look at the daily chart. So the daily chart, my friends, shows us again a very strong downtrend. I don't think that the AUDUSD has any chance for a bullish movement at the moment. So therefore, the only direction so far we're having for the remaining days of this week is going to be for the bearish, and the market is most likely going to continue the fall for about 72 pips more to reach that level of a support trend line. Perfect. So let's now look at the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, actually, the mistake I did right here was assuming that this was a double bottom pattern. Well, of course, this was not. So actually, it is my own mistake right here. So anyway, the thing here that I want to show you right here is on the 30-minute time frame. So my friends, right here, on the 30-minute time frame, we're having here also a support trend line, and check this out. That support trend line has already been broken out from it. We had 3 attempts of a support trend line, and right here we can see the retest of the broken support trend line. The market has instantly started the bearish reversal after retesting that level of a broken support trend line. Next, what is next is exactly right here. That is going to be next move right here, my friends. Right now we are having another support trend line, and therefore we can start shorting the AUDUSD once it rises again and retest that level of another broken support trend line. Once the market reaches that level to create a new resistance trend line, we can start shorting the market. Of course, don't rush to short it. Let's just wait for any kind of confirmation. Wait for a pin bar or a doji or a reversed hammer or a hammer. If you don't know these candles or price actions, please look them up on Google. You can find them and you can actually use them to confirm these entries. However, if we look at the horizontal level, however, we need to find the strongest key resistance level right here. So I need to mark right here, my friends, the real level of a resistance. As you can see, 0.62822 is indeed a very strong real level of a resistance. We had here number 1, number 2 resistance levels, a fake breakout number 1, fake out number 2, fake breakout number 3. Then we can see the market formed here a support level, resistance, a support, then a broken level of a support, and finally the bearish breakout. So therefore, we can hopefully expect from the market to rise again for about 20 pips before we can start shorting it. And of course, if I want to use the same logic or the strategy of resistance trend lines, all I need to do is simply draw the resistance trend line from any higher high to any lower low. Check this out. So right here, my friends, we're having also a resistance trend line, it became again another resistance trend line, support trend line, resistance trend line. So can you see the pattern, guys? The market is indeed respecting these levels. So no matter how you draw them, the market is indeed going to continue respecting them. However, we are just hoping for the market to make another bullish reversal to rise for about 22 pips, and then we can start shorting the AUDUSD right on that level. And of course, once we do that, the edge of the safe zone shouldn't be actually ranging higher than this level of a resistance right here at 0.63158, which means the safe zone will be ranging for about 32 pips against 86 pips of profit. Now, it's important to mention this since we are actually on the AUDUSD. This video is being recorded on Wednesday, 8:27 p.m. Dubai time. However, tomorrow, 4:30 a.m. Dubai time, 12:30 a.m. GMT time, we will be having the unemployment rate news for the AUD pairs. Guys, please be careful. This one might actually change the analysis for the AUDUSD. So I'm here warning everyone that I should not take any responsibility of how the market might move against upon the news, how they're gonna be. I mean against the forecast of this news. These are fundamentals, guys, and these news usually change the direction of the market. So therefore, nobody should ever be blamed or take responsibility for how the market moves upon these news. We are just hoping for it to move again in our favor or in our prediction way, but again, we have to be careful that it might actually goes against our prediction. So again, guys, please be careful, and that's the reason I'm telling you, do not set any pending orders. Maybe the market will actually reach the level of a sell order upon the news and might actually continue the rise before start making a correction. So let me just tell you something. Usually, most of the times actually this happens, the market actually might reach our sell level and bounces again upon the news. Of course, if the news was actually very good to the it was really bad for, it was good for the AUD dollar, the market most likely maybe it's gonna make a spike right here and then start the fall again to make the correction. So don't rush to close your trade. Let's wait and see what will gonna happen with this pair. So again, guys, please be careful about this news. They might actually change the whole direction. There is also the Philly Fed Manufacturing Index for the USD dollars tomorrow, but I honestly doubt that this is gonna make any changes. Maybe it might make, I'm not sure, but again, I really just doubt it. I mean, this has maybe never done any changes in the market before, as I'm aware of. Anyway, moving now to the USDCAD. Alright, so as you can see, the USDCAD was one of the signals which was running in a good profit for about 80 bips before reversing and goes back to our entry. So however, selling the USDCAD right now maybe is not the right option. Let me just now move to the daily chart again. So as you can see, my friends, maybe that was a wrong decision to short the USDCAD after seeing this candle. This candle usually is my favorite price action, which indicates a bearish reversal. Once we see this candle on a support level, we can actually start buying the pair. I made maybe it was wrong idea to not look at the daily chart. Anyway, so guys, again, I'm here just being honest with everyone. I'm not pretending to be anyone. I'm not. I'm just being very honest with you. I'm just a normal human being, and I made sometimes mistakes. So anyway, let me just tell you what we can do next with the with the USDCAD. So again, by looking at the daily chart, what we can see right here, my friends, is simply like that. We are having here a real level of a resistance, then a fake breakout, and again, we can see that the market has actually made here the real bullish breakout from that level of a real resistance. And right now, we can see the market has formed right here a support level. So this is right here, my friends, a support. The market has already retested the broken level of a resistance right here exactly at 1.36952. So again, we had a broken level of a resistance, the bullish breakout. Then again, we had number one support, and again, number two, the second attempt of the support. So moving now to the 4-hour time frame, what does it mean? Actually, we need to use now the support trend lines just like that to confirm where exactly we can start buying the pair. And as we can see, the market is indeed rising and formed right here a false breakout or a fake breakout. Meanwhile, that level right here was actually a real support. So let me just increase the line here a little bit more, just to make sure it's matching up with the real level of a support. And there you go, done. 1.37238 is indeed the real level of a support. We can see right here a real level of a support, false breakout, another false breakout, real level of a support, and then finally again real level of a support. After here 4 candles were actually a fake breakout. However, I believe it's going to be a good idea to wait for the pair to fall for about 57 pips before we can start buying it. That's going to be a better idea, my friends, and of course a safer option to start buying the USDCAD. And once we do that, we can keep the trade running till it reaches the highest level of a resistance right here at 1.38897, which means we're aiming approximately 165 pips of profit against only 72 pips of the safe zone, because it's going to be ranging till the lowest level of a real support right here at 1.36539. There goes the signal, my friends, for the USDCAD. Moving now to the USDJPY, which is really confusing. Guys, I don't know what's happening with this pair. It just continue rising like there is no tomorrow. I mean, all of the signals I gave to this pair, it's actually going in the right direction, but rarely being triggered. So let's see what we can do next with this crazy pair. Moving now to the daily chart, it seems like the USDJPY is indeed going towards our take profit level at 150.890, which means it's gonna continue the rise for about 120 more pips. However, let me just tell you what we can do next with this pair. Let's move to the 15-minute time frame right now. So as you can see on the 15-minute time frame, we need to use now the support trend line, since actually using the horizontal support and resistance is totally useless. The market is just continue the rising for like there is no tomorrow. So anyway, all I did right here, my friends, is simply draw here the support trend line from this support level right here and matching along with all these attempts of a support trend lines. Now I'm going to do is simply, all I'm going to do is drag the same level of a support trend line and check this out. Now we can see the market has indeed respected these levels as a support trend line. So what we can do next right here with the USDJPY is simply by looking right here, my friends. We had here actually a previous level of a support, and seems like the market is going to continue the fall till it reaches that level of a previous support, and then respects also the support trend line that we're having right here. So most likely we can start buying this pair after it falls for about 80 pips only. And once we do that, the target of course is going to remain the same. Let me just see, what is it? It's right there. Let me just see, how can I drag it all the way right here? 1 hour time frame, 50-minute time frame. Okay, good. So just like that, exactly. So that's gonna be our take profit level, and we can start buying the pair exactly right here. Buy from 149.705, and then the edge of the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging lower than this level of a previous resistance right here at 149.528, which means the safe zone is ranging for about 43 pips against 120 pips. Hopefully gonna be in a good profit. That's everything for the USDJPY. Let's now move to the USDCHF. Alright, so the USDCHF is just continue rising. It's going in the right direction. Thankfully, this was a good signal, and I hope you guys have taken it. However, let's not wait for the market to reach this level of a take profit level, and let's see what we can do next with this pair. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Okay, so what I was saying, yeah, for the USDCHF, what we are going to do right here, my friends, is looking at the daily chart. So on the daily chart, we can see a very strong bullish movement right now. The market indeed has respected that level of a support trend line, as we can see, and just continue the rise upon the pressure from that level. However, what we can do next with the USDCHF, actually we are still going to continue buying the pair. If we look right now at the 1 hour time frame, we can see clearly that we had here previously a strong level of a key support at 1.00089. And as you can see, my friends, it was also previously a very small attempt of a resistance. So right now, the market is indeed facing here a resistance zone, as you can see. Exactly. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute, guys. So the market is facing indeed here a strong key resistance level, which actually might cause the market to continue the fall. But however, actually it's going to make a pullback, I believe, and we can continue buying the USDCHF once it reaches that level of previous support. Let me just make the line accurate. Exactly right here at 1.00089. So again, that's going to be, in my opinion, the best level actually to start buying the USDCHF. And all I need to do, my friends, of course, is using the support trend lines just to confirm this entry. All I'm going to do is simply draw the support trend line from this lower low to this higher low, just like that. And now all I need to do is simply drag the very same support trend line all the way to the nearest support trend line that I have. And as you can see, my friends, this was, of course, the nearest strong key support trend line. The market has repeatedly respected that level. And pay attention. After the bearish breakout from that level of a support trend line, the market rose again and barely created any resistance trend line. It just created here a small pin bar, which actually was nothing, and the market kept rising immediately, breaking out from that level, meaning it did not create a resistance trend line. That didn't happen. So therefore, we can start buying the USDCHF once it falls again, retesting the same level of a support trend line, and hopefully it's going to be respecting it, and then we can start buying the pair. Of course, for the target right now, let's now move to the daily chart. So on the daily chart, my friends, all I need to do is simply look right here at the nearest strong key resistance level, and there it is at 1.000951. So right now, we can, let me just go back to the 4 hour time frame. So right now, the edge of the safe zone, it has to be ranging just till the level of a nearest resistance as 0.99699, which means the safe zone is going to be ranging for about 40 pips, I would say, against 85 pips of profit. And let's now move to the gold. Alright, so again, I really feel bad about the gold signal. Usually my gold signals are very accurate, but sadly for the last like 2 weeks, it's not going well. Let's see what we can do next with the gold. I will do the best I can this time to make sure that it's gonna be a good and accurate signal. So right now, my friends, what we can see right here is the market indeed has been reversed from 1700. So as you can see, my friends, 1700 right here was a very critical level, and right now the gold is continuing to fall, and as we can see right now we're getting closer to 1600. So the market indeed is resuming the fall. Let's move to the daily chart. Actually, let's go to the weekly chart. So right now on the weekly chart, the first thing that we can notice right here is that we had here a support trend line, and check this out. So the market indeed broke out from that level of a support trend line. So what happens usually when this happens? Once this happens, usually when we are having here a support trend line and the market makes the breakout from it, of course the first thing is going to happen is the retest of the level. But however, once the retest happens, the market will continue to fall till it reaches the nearest strong key support level to that support trend line. And as you can see right here, the nearest strong key support trend line lies exactly right there as 1567.96. So meaning the market is going to continue to fall, but however, not to 1567. I mean, our target of course has to be a little bit above that level. It's going to be right here, my friends, at that support level as 1607.97. Let me just show you here something. If I scroll to the left, we can see right here exactly we had a broken level of a resistance, and this was right here the real level of a support. This was support number 1. Keep in mind I'm on the daily chart, meaning the gold still has about 217 pips more to go. So the question is where exactly we can start shorting. The direction is going to be obviously for the shorts. So moving now to the 4 hour time frame. Now on the 4 hour time frame, all we need to do is identify the strongest resistance levels, and by the simple look we can see clearly right here exactly at 1640.36 was a very strong key resistance level, and we can expect from the market to continue, hopefully, since we are having here also a support level exactly right here at 1627. We can see the market has actually formed here a support level, so we can actually hope for another pullback, and then the market is going to continue the rise till it reaches that level of a real resistance and a broken level of a support, and then we can start shorting the gold exactly at 1640.36. Of course, another way to confirm this is by simply using the resistance trend line, and as you can see, check this out. Right here, my friends, we're having that resistance trend line, and seems like the gold, if it's make a pullback right here, is gonna bounce on that level of a resistance trend line, and then we can start again shorting it. Another way to confirm it, let's just use all the methods possible right here to confirm our entry, just to make sure it's hopefully gonna be a safe one. So I'm going to draw here a resistance trend line from this higher high to this lower high, all the way to that level of a resistance trend line. Check this out. The market indeed respected that level, even though we had here a false breakout from that level. The market again respected that level of a resistance trend line. That's cool. Let's continue. All I'm going to do is simply drag the very same level of a resistance trend line all the way right here to that level of a nearest resistance trend line. Check that out. This is the nearest strong resistance trend line, which became a support level of a support trend line, and again it lines up along with our analysis. Most likely the market will continue rising again, respecting that level of a resistance trend line right after the bearish breakout from that level of a support trend line. So I believe all the analysis right here confirms that the gold is going to be safe to be short at 1640.36. I really hope this is going to be a good and accurate analysis, and hopefully guys we will make all a good profit with this signal. However, for the take profit level, I'm going to make it exactly at the lowest level of a support at 1614.53. For one simple reason, I really want to make sure that the take profit level is going to be hit this week. So therefore we can see the gold is almost halfway. I hope the gold will not continue the fall after finishing the video. I'm really hoping for a pullback where we can start shorting the gold at this level exactly, and then we can actually aim approximately 253 pips profit from the signal and the safe zone, which should be ranging just till the highest level of a resistance right here at 1652.71, which means the safe zone will be ranging for about 122 pips against 255 pips of profit. And there goes the signal for the remaining days of this week, my friends. In the end of the video, I just wanted to say something here. I'm very happy and proud of this community. It's really clear right now. It's clean. There is no toxic comments. All the comments are so peaceful. I mean, so nice and friendly, and I really appreciate every single word you are typing, my friends. Maybe I'm not replying to you, but trust me, every single comment, I'm reading it, and I'm very happy about it. I really appreciate, guys, that you are even taking time to reply to or make a comment on my videos. What really matters to me is to know if you have made any profits with these signals. Of course, I know sadly the last midweek analysis maybe didn't go well, but I hope, guys, that by the end of the week we will do a lot better, and hopefully these signals are gonna be very profitable for everyone. So again, my friends, please be careful of the news. Really, I cannot do anything about this. The analysis right here is purely technical analysis, so we have to be careful about the news. We don't know how the market might move upon this news, so again, be extra careful and make sure that you are prepared for any potential losses. Until then, I hope that is informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.